It's July 23, 2018. It's amazing. I try not to look at the news of watch, so I will be able to function every day. It's so depressing. Anyway, I use these videos kind of for therapy. To me, it's really strange that there's so many cops getting killed, as they are supposed to be the ones that handle faster violence and guns. I mean, cops has been trained to use guns, and they are the ones that are dying. So how is this happening? It doesn't stop. You have to look beyond the whole thing, because if there are people that are no cops that are handling guns better than cops, there is a mystery behind that. What do I mean by this? I mean that the people that are using the guns to kill the cops are aware. They had it all planned up. The cops knows how to handle guns as well as those that are killing cops. But they are not, they're the ones that are losing. So what does that tell me? That tells me that every cop that gets shot and killed, there is a arrangement behind it, because they are the ones that are not aware that it's gonna happen. Uh, how can I explain this? The people that are not cops are handling guns are the ones that are experts. They are aware. They know when to do it. They know who to do it. So there is a person or persons behind the scenes leading this, and he has the cops blind, because either that or the cops are afraid to shot first before they get killed. Why? Because there's a lot of stupidity going on in the jury, in the court places, about cops killing people. And what's happening? They are afraid to shoot somebody before they lose their own lives. So this is all messed up, you know. I mean, there has been placed an untrust on cops. I hear a lot of versions about it. But there has to be a person or persons behind the scenes leading this conspiracy. How I ended here tonight, you saw End of Watch, Denver, here, just right here in Colorado. And tonight I was coming home at 1:30, and this is so strange to me. It could be just accidental, casual, but I live in this place for more than 2 years now, and I have never seen anything like a snake or anything that looks like a snake. And I was coming home at 1:30, and it was just right beside my door at the entrance. By my door, there was type of a snake. It was green and black. It's awful. It's so, oh, I hate to see creatures like this. This is horrible for me to see a snake or something that looks like it. But anyway, I was not able to move the creature out of the way and with throwing things to it, and I couldn't see very clear, but I saw the head standing up when I was coming in. And I said, "Oh my gosh, a snake!" And he's just waiting for me to bite me because I saw the head standing up, and the colors, Oh, it just give me some. I just feel like I'm not gonna eat for 5 days. And then I called the neighbors, and they tried to chase it away too. It would not move, but it was alive. It was just kind of drunk, kind of um, slow. So finally, I had to go back to work, and I mean, just after a while, the stuff would not move out of the way. And I called the police department, and I said, I don't know where to call. There's no animal control here. It's late. So one of the cops came, and I'd never seen this cop before. But anyway, he came and he got his flashlight and he looked at it, and he told me, he said, "Oh no, that's I mean, it got a long tail. It was really about this long. And the head, everything looked like a snake, and I cannot see very well." I told him, I said, but when he saw there it was roll up. Yeah. I hate those things. I just feel something weird. And and then you know what he did? He picked it up with his hand, and he said, "This is a frog, something type of frog." I mean, I look in the internet, I cannot find anything that looks not even close to it. Ugh. But he had like a head of a snake, and he has little. When he picked it up, I was able to see part of it, but he had a long tail like a snake. Like I said, it was about this long right here, my arm, and oh, oh, yeah, I just can't stand to look at it. My memory, and it was green and black lines, very fancy looking. Then I look in the internet, and there are snake. I mean, there are frogs. He told me it looks like a lizard. I mean, it was like a combination of a frog, a lizard, and a snake. I just cannot explain it. It was a very ugly creature. Oh God! And and he picked it up with his hand, and I just cannot believe he did that. And I was so thankful because he took it away. I didn't want to even be around this place with that stuff around my yard. And then I came and started looking in the internet, and I saw some things. Oh my God. I saw some things, and I ended just navigating something related to the green and black looking creature. And he showed me, he held it in the hand, he showed me the head. And then I look, and it says that there are such things as those creatures. Uh, I cannot even define in the internet to look for the name of that. Uh, those creatures, type frog snakes, that they could be, or some of them are poisoning. So I start thinking, I said, "Oh my God, this man, this cop, does he knows what he's doing?" I mean, he probably does, I trust that, but what if he doesn't? And what if that stuff he grabbed was poisoning and who had hurt him? He took it with him. So anyway, I ended looking at some other stuff, and I remember the face of the cop, and I have concerns for something I saw. I even was able to file in my Android. I am worried. I am worried about him, which I can send a message, but I can't.